Hello, welcome to Spiritually Fine Tuned. This reading is for Aquarius. Today is January 22nd. This is going to be your end of month. I just confused you guys for Aries for some reason because you guys were the one who said the title was The Throne is Yours, Don't Give Up Your Seat. And I thought that was for Aries. I don't know why I thought that. I'm going to redo them because that card just came out. It was Facade. What's the spiritual message for Aquarius for the end month of January? And I don't know why I thought you guys were a water sign, Aqua. But when I was doing Destiny, when I was doing Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, I was like, these are all the water signs. And I thought about Aquarius. I'm like, there's an Aqua, like Aquaman. Why is that not a water sign? I don't know. That's the way Destiny has a child. But so you have Facade at first. It's just a card that slipped out, but I hadn't spoken over your cards. So maybe you're coming out of Facade. Like I said, I thought I confused Aries for you guys. So maybe it's been some confusion where people were confusing you for somebody else, or maybe misreading you or misjudging you, or whatever the case may be. It was a Facade. Maybe your whole life, maybe you were looking at situations in a way you shouldn't have been looking at them and seeing them from a point of view of all action instead of thinking about it. Maybe because Aries is fire is action, so maybe you guys were being more action oriented than normal instead of thinking things through, which is when I say don't give up the seat. It's about being still, being patient, and just being humble. You don't have to be so action oriented because you do have to put action behind what you think and what you want, but you don't want to put too much action that you overdo it or you overpower the meaning behind what you're doing. Sometimes we can do so much and people don't understand why we're doing it. So it's like being perceived in a way that you probably didn't want to be perceived, but you were trying to do all you can to show somebody something, but they still didn't perceive you the right way because you may have missed the target, or you might have did too much and they were just like, there's no way for me to read your true intentions. But what is happening is you're being led to your destiny. Now, Destiny card is about, even though I said I let the Destiny card is about somebody who wanted something, but they weren't ready to handle it, so Spirit did not give it to them. But after Spirit stepping in to let the guides know that they were ready, then they were able to be ready. Guides, I mean Guide, not God. But they weren't spiritually ready for something that they were asking for. And now that you're spiritually ready for that destiny because it was a facade, maybe the way you were doing it, people may have perceived you as being a facade or being fake, like I said, misjudging you and not knowing who you were. But guess what? Spirit says you're ready now. You're headed to your destiny. All you have to do is have faith and believe that that is where they are taking you. This is your destiny, is to be true to you and to honor who you are and not be misinterpreted and to not allow people to misinterpret you and to say, well, you can't have that seat. You're not qualified for that seat. You're not qualified for that position, when in all nationality, you may not be. According to your actions, it might not be that you're qualified, but spiritually you can handle it, because every situation is not about thinking. It's about action, but it's productive action. And you guys may have been doing something that was counterproductive, so they were like, you can't handle it. So Destiny stepped in and said, okay, even though you asked me for something that was bigger than you, now you can handle it. Now have faith that you're able to handle it. That's for your chakra card. You got Destiny. Let's see what your life path card is. I had to get comfortable. I did fire and water. I had to get comfortable, and I was like, oh, I got to get comfortable right quick before I go do Aquarius. Let's see what your life path changes. Self-employment. You may not have been ready for this destiny, but it's ready for you. It's ready for you now because it's a part of your destiny. Self-employment. I'm going to give you guys one more card because I feel like you guys need one more card to understand what's the life change message for Aquarius. What else would you have Aquarius to know, if there be anything else that they should know? So your destiny is to be self-employed. Yep. Then card came out, new career. It's a part of your destiny. It's a new career. It's a self-employment. Now, it doesn't have to be anything that you perceive. Like I said, I really confuse you guys with Aries, which is the fire sign. So it may not be something that you perceive right now. It may be confusing exactly what Spirit wants you to do. But you got to have faith that they want you to do it. It might not be anything in the spiritual realm. It might just be something that involves community. It might be something that you least expect, but it's something that's you're gonna benefit from, as well as people around you. It's a new career, because self-employment is about being one of those people who you have to work for yourself. You have to be your own boss, and also because you have so many ideas, because the mind think all things. Look, you gotta keep the faith 2 times, Aquarius. So it's like, I don't have time to keep telling y'all. And faith was at the bottom of the card. It's just like, I don't have time. It's like double the faith. It's like double for your trouble. Like I said, that is your seed. You getting double for your trouble. Whatever you've been through, you getting self-employment, a new career. All these cards are double. They're doubling. Spirit is telling you like double message, double abundance. It's a career and it's self-employment. Then you got to keep the faith twice. Like it don't get no better. It don't get no better than that. Double for your trouble, faith, destiny. It's about two people coming together. If you see it's two people on that card and two spirit guides that they're talking to, that's double for your trouble. That's two. There's no way you can misinterpret it. At this point, if you were misinterpreted, you're not going to miss the mark no more. You're not going to be all action or all thought. You're going to be thought. You're going to have thought behind your action, and your action is going to be thoughts oriented. Nobody's going to confuse you ever again. They're not going to be thinking like, I don't know if Aquarius can handle it. Because it's your destiny. They're going to see that you can handle it. And you're going to have faith. And you're not going to doubt yourself either. You may have been double-minded. You know, the Bible says don't be double-minded. Let your yes be your yes and your no be your no. And then you have reward yourself. After all the action you've been doing and all the thoughts you've been taking, you need to make sure that you reward yourself. Angels, what do you have for Aquarius? Make sure that you reward yourself before you take this leap of faith, which is basically about renewal, which is that when I took keep the faith out you had right there, it's basically about renewal. What you're doing right now is renewing yourself and rewarding yourself with some much needed rest or self-care. Or just a movie, going out to a movie, going to do something just to rejuvenate yourself, because spirit is taking you somewhere and it's going to be double, and you got to be able to handle that double, even if it's good. Some people feel like, oh, I'm going to get a lot of money, I'm about to get a lot, but we don't know how to handle so many gifts from spirit sometimes, and they want you to renew yourself so that you can handle this and so that it doesn't slip out of your hand, and keep the faith. That is going to happen. But what you don't want it to do is slip out of your hand. Any more messages for Aquarius? So you're seated. And as you're seated in humility, knowing that God is for you, you're keeping the faith that you're going to make it to that destiny, which is a double abundance. Right now they're telling you to renew. They say renew and reward yourself. That's double. Take some time to yourself. Make sure you give as much time to your situation and your career as you give to yourself, to the people around you, to yourself. It should be equal in give and take. That's a part of your destiny. The black and white, which is the chariot, is balanced energy, balanced emotion, balanced relationships. You're going into a double harmonious season, a double level of balancing. What else would you have for Aquarius to know, if there be anything else? I like this for you guys, Aquarius. Alright. Entrepreneur, listen, I don't have to keep telling you. Entrepreneur is double. I'm not making this up. No, I'm not making this up. That's almost like triple. Entrepreneur, self-employment, which entrepreneur is about self-employment. It's about you working for yourself. Spirit is not playing. Spirit is ready for you to have faith that you can do this. You can put this business together and it can work out positively. You can use fire energy. You can have that thought behind it. You can do all things through Christ which strengthen you if you have faith. But make sure that you reward yourself and renew your energy to be able to handle it, so that you're not taking old emotions or taking a egotistical approach. You're taking a well thought out approach to where you're not just burning things up, because you know fire signs are very amazing when it comes to that fire and adrenaline, but sometimes they can just burn things up for no reason and be extra. And what you're doing is balancing out your fire and your mentality so that it's something of a smooth progression. That's what I'm gonna say. You going into a smooth progression. It's not just a rushed energy. It's not just I'm doing it no matter what. It's something that you've thought about, something that you've considered, something that Spirit is putting on your heart and soul, and something that you are ready for. You're just trying to make Spirit is saying have faith that it's going to turn out good. You may just be double-minded saying, man, it's not going to work, or man, it's too good to be true, because it's two. You got those twos everywhere around you. Double for everything. What's the life change message for, well, the roadmap message for Aquarius? This is just the roadmap, which is the route you're taking. Movement. See? It's movement. And the bone collector. Whew, what the, you know, they used to say carrying the bone is gossip. That's what they say in the television, man. Ooh, the bone collector. What y'all collecting bones? But everything you've done, you've collected. Let me be professional. You've collected information. And you've collected enough wisdom and understanding to know. That's what I said. You're able to move positively and progress in a way where you're not just rushing through things. If you see this is an ostrich, this is like peaceful movement. This is graceful. This is walking with your head held high, having faith that everything is going to be okay. And along this way, you collected some things, maybe good or bad, but you're having faith that it's going to work out for your good. And you know that is leading you to your destiny no matter what. And your destiny is self-employment, because your disposition is to be an entrepreneur. You got a little fire under you that can make you an entrepreneur. And actually, a lot of people are becoming entrepreneurs because a lot of people have gifts and understanding of things that can help bring them finances, instead of working for somebody else where they have to be limited in who they are. Working for other people making you have to do what they say when you have your own ideas, right? This new career is coming. Just make sure that you reward yourself with some renewal of your own energy, your own self-worth, your own positivity, your own love. Fill yourself up so that you can be ready for all this abundance. It's like a lot. It's like double. All your cards was just like double. Each card said almost the same thing. So that's your reading for the end of the month, Aquarius. Hope to see you guys next month, February. After you reward yourself and look all fancy, you might get a lover. Who knows? Only God knows. But right now, he's making sure you stay balanced, because he's about to send you some amazing things, Aquarius.